Hey guys, Ningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today I wanted to shine a bit of a light on a old forgotten favourite. So when the Vegeta family category came out on JP, especially after the physical Trunks getting his EZA, people were very excited again about LR Trunks and the fact that he became quite a viable unit. And so I wanted to dig out the good old AGL LR Majin Vegeta and see how we can do with him on this team. We actually have a perfect linking partner with the Prime Battle LR Vegeta. They both have Shattering the Limit and Royal Lineage as key links. They obviously have legendary power because they are LRs. Obviously Majin Vegeta has Over in a Flash, which is kind of annoying in terms of key links for the team, unless you bring any of the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas or the God Vegeta. But he just shares so many good links with the Int one. He shares all of his attack links except for Saiyan Warrior Race, which is only 700 attack anyway. So he has Super Saiyan for 10%, Saiyan Pride for 15%, and then of course Legendary Power is attack plus 5000. So the fact they have Shattering the Limit and Royal Lineage, that's going to be 3 key. And that's obviously perfectly fine because with Majin Vegeta we don't really want to be getting his 18 key super. He will do the most damage with his 12 key, which is the single target one. So mine is 90% in the dupe system. I need one more copy of him, so kind of hoping when we go in on the LR banner for the second part of the 4-year that I might be able to pull him. So okay, so we're going to have a support unit on the rotation. We can't get a super unless we put him in the middle. So let's avoid a super with you. And then, yeah, we don't want the 18 key. So grab that and then you can grab that. So LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, yeah, he'll tank perfectly fine here. And then, so 3.75 million. And that's not all of his links active, so we should have the other LR Vegeta around onto the rotation. It'll be just in time to get in fact, let's just do this. Just skip to the, this is a good way to just skip to the next next part here, is just do a huge amount of damage to Vegeta so we can switch rotations. Yeah, we'll do that, and then although saying that, I guess I should probably have just kept it, because we could probably stay on this phase for another turn, maybe if we hadn't used the active skill, but we still don't have our rotation. Oh well, there you go, Vegeta's just going to come through. So now we're at the LR stage. We got the old school LR versus the new school. So let's see here. I don't think he shares any attack links with other than 3. No, he doesn't share any extra attack links with you, so that's all good. We don't want his 18 key super though, so I guess we'll put you in the front, give you all of those orbs. And then, let's see, that's 3. Ooh, that is, yeah, almost close to the sweet spot there with the 17. But that's 16, so we'll take that. And then, let's just do this to finish him off. So let's see, this is with his perfect link partner, but without the support unit on the rotation. Even the Int Vegeta up to 1.6, which is pretty good for the fact that he is a free-to-play LR. Does have a very awesome super attack animation, so get those built-in additionals. Okay, let's see. Majin Vegeta, yeah, 3.15. So with a support unit on the rotation and the links, we should easily be looking at over 3.5. Hopefully we can get him to 4 mil. That would be pretty awesome. Which means when he is rainbowed with support units on the rotation, you'd definitely be looking at a 4 mil attack stat. So LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta are probably going to finish him off here though. So we will have to move on to UI Goku. Of course he doesn't finish. Well, I guess at least this way we get him back into the first rotation quicker. So let's float you off, and then he'll finish it here, no problem. Grab those for an extra little bit of HP. So can't wait to use this physical Vegeta in the Legendary Goku event. I wonder when they will drop that for global. I figured it probably wouldn't come as like an extra part of the 4-year, but I definitely cannot wait for that to come to global. Hopefully it won't be too long after the 4-year for us to get it. So, right, so we've got Buller on the rotation. So this is going to be the best rotation for this Vegeta. So 16-3. Yeah, we didn't think he would share any attack links with her. So what have we got key wise? We're already at 12. So yeah, I guess we'll just grab those two just so we can get this Vegeta his ultimate. But yeah, this should be the best rotation on this team for Vegeta. So let's see what we can get up to. Yeah, 4.1 mil on the attack stat. So very impressive considering the fact that he was was he the second summonable LR, or was Broly before him? I actually can't remember now. It was either the second or the third, but when he came out he was pretty much considered the worst out of the available ones. But I think a lot of that stems from back then there were a lot fewer good units that had Shattering the Limit. Back then, with the meta and the way most of your teams were built, if you didn't have Fierce Battle, it was a huge detriment. Both LR Gohan and LR Broly have Fierce Battle, and then yeah, Vegeta getting Shattering the Limit was considered a bit of a shaft, especially because also Majin Vegeta's main key link is over in a flash. Saiyan Royal Lineage had a different name then. I've completely forgot. Was it Royal Family? Can't remember what it was before, but they that was only used in Vegeta like centric units, so it was very difficult for him to fit onto some Saiyan based teams back then. But I've always thought it was cool. The art's awesome. I do love the 18 key. Obviously it's there is a sort of strategy for using him for the world tournament, but it's a lot more item reliant since you do have to get 18 key. But we're going to get a Dokkan attack for the Spirit Bomb mode, because the Spirit Bomb is right at the end. Oh god, of course it would give me a super fast one, but we got a couple of them. Not bad for the old mouse on the emulator here. So let's see how much damage we're going to do. Attack stat, we are just under 4 million, because the Trunk's not as much support as the Buller. But how much is this going to do? 8 million without a crit. So I will definitely take that. So okay, let us move on to UI himself. So we got UI Omen first. Active skill. Yeah, we won't use the active skill this time around. So let's grab those. We'll avoid the 18 key. And then grab those with Buller. Obviously healed back to full after that ridiculous Dokkan attack. So it's pretty decent damage from the Gallic Gun Vegeta as well, actually, considering Goku's damage reduction. This is a good event for him, considering the he gets the Goku family part of his passive to trigger, hence giving him that little bit of extra damage. So against any Goku family enemy, that physical base form Vegeta is just so good. So Buller getting at least one of those built-in dodges. So unfortunately for Majin Vegeta, this is the worst rotation for him when we have the friend float in. But see, I kind of want to put him here and actually get the final explosion just once. But I feel like this Vegeta might finish him off. But let's find out. Because, I mean, we don't have a support unit on the rotation anyway, so we're not really going to see an attack stat higher than we've seen so far. So, of course, he's going to take the super. How much is he going to take from this? He's an LR, but he's free to play. Okay defensively. Yeah, 89k. That's not too bad at all. And then still double digits from normal attacks. 1.6 on the attack stat. Still very good free to play. Unfortunately, he gets a little bit screwed over by his links, but this is sort of the perfect position to use him in because he is such a good link partner for Majin Vegeta, and it makes it a nice different rotation because, you know, there's a lot of builds of the Vegeta family team that pretty much all revolve around LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, so having a different rotation is pretty cool. Obviously the attack stat nowhere near as high for this super, but the animation is awesome, and we still did 1,000,000 damage and took him out. So we'll get one last chance to see him go off here, and that is going to be with Bulla on the rotation again. So his best rotation is going to be his final rotation for this particular showcase. So let's grab one of those. How much damage are we going to do overall here? See, this Vegeta up to almost 2 mil attack stat. Very decent damage. And yeah, of course, absolutely no damage in return. Almost 2.5 on the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as well. I brought a friend that had no dupes, so both mine and the friend Vegeta are only 55%. But you can kind of see the that's the damage mitigation kicking in there. 2.5 mil attack stat, and we only just did about 750,000 damage. So, but okay. So, I definitely don't want to take the risk then of this Vegeta attacking first, because I feel like he would actually finish him off. So, we'll let Majin Vegeta go first. We only got to 15 key this time. Still taking barely any damage, and yeah, 4.24 mil on the attack stat. So, very, very impressive. Still a very good unit. I think it's an interesting and fun rotation, especially because you don't get much use for the Prime Battle LR Vegeta anymore. So, I think that's a pretty awesome rotation. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. What is your favourite of the old school LRs to use on the new category teams? Let me know in the comments down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow my Twitch channel or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.